Phil, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
That's good to hear. So, happy Halloween. I wanted us to actually address question 4 because I think that it's kind of an important one for just understanding roughly like how I operate and how I look at things. So I'm going to share my screen with you in a second because you said you weren't really sure about the phrasing, which I totally get. So here we go. And so we have the characters on the screen here. So I'm really asking here is like if we imagine Jigglypuff like in a fixed location like here, what squares do we not want to be? Like if this here, you can see my mouse, right?
Yeah, I can see your mouse.
Okay,
Sorry.
good. Yeah, so this would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you see what I mean? What squares do we not want to be relative to Jigglypuff, knowing that?
Okay. I guess like probably be like if you're just like thinking about your hitboxes, like 4, 8, 6, like for fair up air,
And back
and then
air?
probably in back air, yeah. So the 4, and then probably 9 because their fair like hits in front first, and it's probably the strongest there. Like, or not her fair, her up air, like you know how like it swoops forward.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd really say that hits a 9, because a lot of people say that, but like it doesn't actually go forward all that much. Do you see what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I would think that like if I were doing this, I would consider something like his up air as being something that hits forward into that like 9 area.
Yeah.
Because like if we look at how he works, right? Like that to me is hitting 9. Whereas with her, she kind of like touches it, but not really. I would agree with 486 though. 486 I think is super reasonable. In fact, that's actually what I have as my answer. Why do you think I have this question here though? Out of curiosity, like knowing that we're supposed to land on 486 or something like that, why do you think I have this question here?
I guess like probably just like evaluating moves as like they are like relevant of game state. I guess is kind of value. You guys kind of see like how a character, like what a character values, like in and of themselves. Almost. Kind of that was my interpretation of it. I was just kind of confused on the.
You know what? For funsies, let's take a look at this random match of Cody versus Hungrybox and like take a look at what zones they'd like to occupy in relation to each other. So where do we see Cody occupying? Like relatively speaking, like kind of, I'd say 1, 2, 3. I'd say is like definitely there.
Yeah.
And I would say that when he does attack from above, we haven't really seen it here, but I would say that I would say that those right there would occupy the 7 and the 9 kind of.
Yeah, he's like landing on a diagonal, trying to like either get across through or like get around.
Yeah, because it's like if 4, 8, and 6 are all of where Jigglypuff's scary moves are, then it makes sense that he would try to occupy a spot that is not one of those when they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
The funny thing is if you take any person, myself included, who has ever been successful versus Hungrybox in any capacity, and like you'll see it more with people like Zane and such because they are more successful than I versus Hungrybox, you will see that this spacing comes up all the damn time. Like they don't really like have you ever noticed how Zane doesn't really attack with like short op fair when he's fighting Hungrybox's like spacing? He's more likely to do like something with like some kind of waveland with the platforms or like some instant double jump setup where he comes down at an angle. If not, that's okay, but like he does, and I assure you that this is part of why that he's doing that. It's because contesting Jigglypuff's powerful 4 and 8 directly, 4 and 6 directly, is not really that great of an idea. So it makes sense for them to come in at the diagonals, because we have to win the majority of neutral exchanges in order to beat this character. We can't race her, because if we try to, we're going to find out how quickly rest kills us relative to all of our other options. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So, with that out of the way, I actually think that you have exposed one of the problems in my question 5. And I wanted to compliment you on it, because I have Marth's Fair in that spot, but I can see how rest, like, actually, you make a very compelling case for rest. So with that, so good on you. I'm probably going to have to change that question a little bit. Now, having said that, let's now talk about what you wanted to get out of today. So you wanted to look at gameplay habits that you have and look for areas that need attentiveness. So things you can practice on and refine further. This all makes perfect sense. Do you have an idea on what matchup you wanted to focus on?
I guess I'll do Sheik, because that's pretty much the only matchup I play right now.
Oh yeah? Who are you playing against?
Sure.
Who are you playing it against?
Oh, I play against Claire, like, every day.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
yeah,
that would
like
do it.
200 games of Claire a week.
Damn, that is a lot. So with that in mind, why don't I will pass it to you. Why don't you send me through some VODs?
Yeah.
And we can we can dig into them together.
Yeah, make sure I get the right ones, because I had previous one. I have a folder that's also named Sheik, but I want to make sure it's the right one.
No worries.
There we go. I'll just give you 3 games for now.
Sure. I don't know if you've seen my VOD review, like seen any of my coaching VODs before, but there is sort of a method to how I like to go through things. And I will be teaching you one of the more important techniques as we go through this, so that you can kind of apply it to your own independent review going forward as well. So, okay. Yeah, if nothing else, you will walk away with that. Even if you disagree with everything that I have to say, you will at least have that.
Scratch these 2. This one, and then it should be this one. Verify the Yoshi's. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Perfect.
Yeah, look at these. I don't have to zip it. I'll just send all 3 files at once.
Yeah. So yeah, what I do is, like, in the replays, you can just select them like this, and then just drag and drop them.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so let me just download these. And then I'll just open the folder. Downloads. Out of curiosity, why these 3 games?
Claire and I were talking about the games afterward, and it was like around this range that she said that like I should look back at. So I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Let's start with you.
I think we play for like a really long time, so usually it's like something towards like the start or towards the end where like they're actually productive.
Okay. So let's see here. So how did we open? Let me just start this over. Makes sense. Good on you. I really like how you did that full hop drill and crossed up and got behind her. I thought that was really well done. That makes sense. I'm curious about the up air.
Here I probably should have nared in, but like, because usually I go for short hop up air here, and I was just kind of predicting if the double jump and if the nair comes out, I'm gonna trade on the up air anyways. So I just probably thought it'd be better to just like try it, if not drop it. I could go for a back air there too. I guess that would work as well.
I really like up smash here.
Yeah, you just like hold down up smash.
Yeah, because like if it trades, like the same thing happens, and the things that Sheik punishes you with here, typically speaking, if you go for like if she double jumps on the up smash, are not like something that leads to grab. Like usually she's hitting like an aerial or something. I get that she can technically needle grab, but like that's very tight. So I kind of like she'd have to like fast fall off the platform and then like do the needle coming down in order to get that. And I feel like if we're sufficiently over this way, that's really, really hard. So I like just going for up smash there. It's like a minor thing. Good CC use. You clearly know that. Like you clearly understand like some of Sheik's weaknesses really well. That's good. Good back air. Ooh, interesting. So talk to me about these stalls.
I just try to get I wanted to get like a hug steal. I don't know why. I just thought I could get like the fast fall in time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like just like steal the ledge and then get like a neutral get up into like a punish here.
Hmm.
But I think I just mistimed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's it? Something about like Sheik's up B that you might not be aware of. So, after like this stall, I would have probably done like just a normal Firefox stall if I'm trying to do what you're doing. The reason for that is because Sheik's up B hits on 36 to 42, I believe. So if you've grabbed the edge here at roughly the same time that she is like starting her up B, like maybe like within a frame or two.
Oh, sorry, my thing just crashed for a second.
Gotcha, no worries. So I was just saying that like with this stall, this second stall you've done, you've started it at roughly the same time that she started her up B. So which means that you are not going to have intangibility when she's coming in, because like with the hitbox, because she hits on 36 to 42, and you only have 38 frames of intangibility upon touching the edge. So you did need a stall here, but you needed a faster one. So this would have been like a Firefox stall. But that's like I'm not gonna stop on these. Like I want to go through the matches once, like without like relatively uninterrupted, and then just kind of see what the general vibe is, because it seems like there's gonna be patterns here. So if you're wondering why we haven't stopped yet, that's basically why. Let's see here. Okay, it's a kill. Yep. Where do you go between stocks? Like that. Why do we go back in?
Just didn't count the invincibility. I guess like there we go.
Well, it's not so much that you didn't count the invincibility. Like, she isn't invincible anymore. It's just that, like, I just don't know why we're going in here.
Yeah, I probably just felt pressure of the overshoot, so I kind of wanted to like interrupt somewhere.
Okay, so this would be this is actually a spot that's worth digging into, because this is a knowledge thing. So you're saying that you're feeling the pressure of the overshoot, but I'm saying that but my thinking here is you are safe from the overshoot if you want to be. How does Sheik move again? Like, remind me, how does Sheik move?
She kind of has to commit to her run like pretty hard, I guess, because her dash dance is kind of weird. Because like she has more of like a foxtrot of dash dance.
Yeah.
So she either has to like move with like run crouches or like foxtrots or like wave dash tilts, things like that.
Right. So like this would be like this would be the frame that we're working with here. So I'm saying that if we jump to the left onto the side platform and waveland to the left too, she cannot possibly hit us for a good amount of time. And do you see why I arrive at that conclusion?
Yeah, because she kind of like would have to like take an extra bit of run to even like commit to like a full hop, and then like I'm already there in position.
Yeah, like she has to come all the way over here basically.
Yeah.
So this is what we will do our first like real like so if you're concerned about getting hit here, which totally valid, Claire's pretty aggressive, I would say that like this is a good spot for us to do driving directions, which is like the thing that I wanted to teach you. So let's start with what's going on here. You just wave dashed, and what you're going like wave dash left, and what you're going to do is you're going to dash the other way in a second. So dash right. So this is not what we're going to actually do, but this is what we're going to say we did. So what is Claire doing right now? She's like running after us? Okay.
And a dash.
Yeah, so dash left. And then we're going to say like enters run. Cool. So this would be... And what happened before this? Do we remember?
I just ledge dash through, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll double check. So we kill her. Spawn. Ledge dash through. Yep, you are correct. So let's see here. So let's start with that. So ledge dash. Oh wait, no, this would be you, so this would be blue. My bad. You see how like the colors indicate what character we're talking about, right? Cool. It's always corresponds to port because that's the easiest way to do it in my experience. But however you want to do it is all good. So ledge dash, and then she dashes. Dash. Actually, no, she runs, doesn't she? Because she run, crouch. No, run, crouch. And then she like dash dance. Then you go dash. Dash left. And then she like dashes after you. Yeah, DD. And then like dash left, wave dash left, runs left, dash right. So okay, perfect. We have our steps. So now let's just number these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then what we're changing this step here. So this is where we are right now. This is your 6, and this is her 5, and then her 7 is going to be around here, because as we can see that she's following along this line.
Yeah.
So then what are we going to do instead? We said we were going to like board this platform and move off. Like board this platform and head into the corner of it. Probably with shield. Mm-hmm. Maybe not with shield, but like we're going to definitely head this way. Cool. So what we're going to now say here is we're going to grab this last step and say instead of this, we're actually going to full hop waveland. Full hop waveland left. And that would be our 8, which would be over here. So why do you think we've laid it out like this, if you had to take a guess?
Probably because we can, like, analyze in between the steps, I guess.
Tell me more about that.
So, like, if we, like... So, if there's, like, an alteration... Like, so let's say the situation comes up again, or, like, something similar. Like, if there's an alteration in, like, each of the steps, you can kind of, like, see where the differences are between, and, like, go back to, let's say, like, step 6, and, like, find a different option.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, let me ask you. You live in America, you drive, right?
I actually don't drive. I live in New York.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you've used Google Maps to, like, navigate.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so this is, like, Google Maps directions. Because, like, basically what it is it's outlining, like, if we want to be really thorough, what we would do is, like, we would label, like, 1 through 4 is... 1 through 5, like, 4 is basically happening in this area. Because it's all this like kind of like run around the circle. It's us playing this ring around each other, like ring around the Sheik interaction over here, and then we are running away from her while she's chasing us. And we can see that that's like a pretty distinct pattern that happens sometimes in this matchup. So then what we're doing is we're then just like by having these steps, what we have is we have a little bit of foresight to like what's coming next as the interaction is coming up. So it's not like we're just getting caught off guard by like whatever the fuck is going on. It's like because it's like we only have one step in front of it, we have several steps in front of us to let us know that like, hey, these are things that we have to look out for. Interesting. So one minor thing. Where's the up tilt?
I kind of don't instinctively up tilt here. I guess I should. I'm really bad at... That's something that I've been trying to learn is like instinctively up tilt on Mistech.
Okay.
I think it's been like a habit since I've been trying to learn to RTC. So it's like I try to either hold crouch or like wait for the get up option.
Okay. So that one there, Claire was like very barely like would have been able to beat it, but like only by like a frame or two. So like we won't flag that situation, but like yeah. So something else I want to point out is that like this is another situation, like this is very similar in structure to that like spot that came up earlier. Now granted she sat still over here, but by you going up to this top platform, you are safe from her. Because like she's giving you because she can't reach you with her dash short hop aerial, like yeah, you're totally safe. So one thing I want to kind of question here is, you come down with this drill and she comes up with this needle. What's the plan afterwards here?
Probably, I guess, like, probably in that situation, I should probably be, like, going for either, like, a dash in like towards like the lip of the stage, like the edge of the stage, or I could like short hop up air, I guess.
What do you think about up tilting here?
Um, I think up tilting's good. I guess like I did something also committal, but it feels committal. But I think up tilting there is also fine, especially since I'm at 23. So like I can just like if it trades, I can hold down trade.
Yeah. So I think we can agree though that like we don't want to shine here.
Yeah, I think
This might have been a little autopilot.
yeah.
Okay, so I think that like we're noticing a pattern here. It's like the movement patterns that we have around the platforms seem to be a thing that comes up a good amount of the time. So let's actually flag this one too. We'll do directions on this one. So it's like we drill off top platform, like we drill off top plat into like we drill off top platform here, and then we like shine. We'll just like make a note of like for ourselves here. We won't do. I don't think we need the full directions because like it kind of feels like you're doing this regardless of what she's doing right now, and it's like, and that's okay. That sometimes happens. But the thing that's important to note here is that she like jumps onto this top platform, so like full hop onto side plat. Needles. Because yeah, you do like the hard work of avoiding this, and what I would say here is like, yeah, because you then are here, so then like full like, I think you like dash dance on side plat, like dash dance on top plat for a second, or something like that. It's some kind of movement here, so it's like 1, then this is her with 2, and 3. And then what we want to have here is like, this is where we are right now. So this is our 3. And then instead of shine, what we're going to say here is, we'll put a few things here. Because we don't have to necessarily limit ourselves. So up tilt I think makes sense. What else makes sense? I liked short hop up here. That seemed okay. What else? What was the last one?
Just like dash towards like either the lip, like to like teeter, or like staying under the platform.
Yeah. Dash forward.
Yeah.
So basically, like this would be 1. This would like these 2 things that cover above us. These would also be options. I think this all makes perfect sense. I don't know if we necessarily can get here on a teeter from here. I think we might need to wave dash, but that's something for you to figure out because I know that you can't. I know that you know your character better than I do for that kind of stuff. And just a temperature check, because I know we are about 20 minutes in, but like, are you finding this kind of method helpful? Are you learning things about your play from us going through it together like this? Or like, what, like, pardon?
This makes sense. Actually, I think it really is helpful to like, also like break down kind of more scrappy situations, which is something I think I struggle with against Sheik.
Oh, she's so good at it. Like, she's so good. She says she's the queen of scrapping. Like, it's why I don't really understand like modern Sheiks and their like reluctance to play close to the opponent, because I'm just like, we are made of frame 5 launchers that hit like very, very, very convenient, useful areas that kill the opponent. Like, why are we backing off? Like, they should be more afraid of us than we are of them. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is like Fox with his one framer, like in his powerful like drill and his like ways of like bypassing the standard defensive suite, like it makes sense for him to want to scrap too. So these two should be trying to fight each other, in my opinion. Like they're very strongly incentivized to fight each other. Okay. That all kind of looked like normal Sheik Fox stuff. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. If you want to go back, we can. But let's take a look at this fountain game, because I feel like we're gonna see things here. Interesting. So let's talk about like what we're doing on this side platform. So like, what's the plan right now? Like, what is this? What are we trying to do with this drill?
I was trying to catch her like, I don't know why, but I thought I could catch like her, like if she did like a tilt upwards, and like just kind of like fade back, fall off the platform. I feel always really hesitant to like shield drop down into Sheik, like from a side plat, just because like I feel like her tilts have so much priority.
They do.
I feel like if they come out early, yeah.
Well, like they're huge and they come out early and they kill you. So like I think that all makes perfect sense. My question here is, why are we picking something so aggressive then? Why don't we just simply back off? Like, what if we full hop to... What if we, like, waveland... Like, what if we wave dashed away from her? Like, what I'm thinking here is, like, what makes a lot of sense is, like, go here. And then, like...
Shield.
And then double jump, like, over here and back... And, like, just bail out this way. Because I think I've seen... Like, I'm sure you've seen Aklo do shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that, like, maybe in this moment we be like Aklo a little bit. And just, like, kind of, like, find our bearings over here. Like, on this part of the stage. Because, like, there's a whole world of safety over here. Like, I think we need to look at this as kind of, like, as, like, the goal area. Like, this area needs to be, like, kind of the goal. Because, again, we're kind of, like, following the curve of Sheik's, like, reach. Because Sheik covers, like... She covers this area above her really well, and she covers, like, this area to her sides really well. But she doesn't really cover this diagonal area all that effectively, you know what I mean? So I feel like that might be, like, a conceptual thing that we might want to, think about. So instead of, like, fighting, we back off. Because, like, the other thing here is, like, this is gonna this would be, like, step one. And then what do you think she's gonna... If she sees us doing this a few times, what do you think she's gonna do in response?
Look to get, like, a shark on the full hop?
Yeah, which involves her doing what?
Committing to, like, a dash full hop up air or something like that.
Yeah, she has to go all the way over here and, like, try to call it out. So this would be, like, 2. Like, her level 2... Her level 2 is high commit. So then if we just hold our block in this kind of situation, counter hit.
Yeah.
Counter hit by waiting. This is the Ryan Ford. If I had to attribute, other than full hop fucking back air, if I had to attribute something that Ryan Ford invented, quote unquote, in this matchup, it is this kind of fight dynamic. Because I swear that Foxes did not do this before he came along, and it's hell, and I hate it. And every Sheik I know also hates it. So do it. Relentlessly. Because it's very it's very powerful. Ugh. You silly, oh, Claire, you goof. Stealing my shit. It's fine. You know what? That's why I made it. That's why I wrote it down how to do it. Because it was meant to be used. Good on you. Good on you! Oh my god, the amount of people that, like, don't take that kill, ugh, it pisses me off. Alright, hell yeah. Okay.
I watched Cody do it, and I've been trying to spam it lately.
It's so strong. So, okay, question. Why are we going in at this angle? Like, what was this?
That's habit. That's
okay.
Me doing a fiction aerial.
Okay, so, like, what should we do instead here? Like, let's actually... This is the type of shit that I think that, like, the work backwards thing is really good for, because this is, like, what gives us our alternative. So what can we do as an alternative here?
I think, like, if we're just at 0, I should probably just be, like, shield drop dashing forward and just closing the space without jumping.
Why is shield drop, if you don't mind me asking? Because I don't disagree with you, but I'm curious as to the logic.
I guess it, like, compared to me just, like, dashing forward, one, I think it's just, like, a little bit faster, I'm pretty sure. Because I just, like, spend less time, like, horizontally decelerating.
But you can fast fall, you can fast fall more easily out of the runoff, though.
Yeah, I guess, like, I just get to hold more options, because let's say, like, she wants to, like, run through and run forward, I am not committed as much in that situation.
Okay, I could believe that.
That's how I read it, at least.
I could believe that. I personally like the runoff, like, a little bit more, but, like, I don't think that either play is wrong. What I like about the runoff forward is that, like, because it's easier to fast fall, we have more control over whether or not we waveland back or not. because like we have the option to fast fall and get to the ground ASAP, which is good for like if we want to aggress and move forward. But we also like have the option to not fast fall and like which makes it easier for us to waveland back. Like we have, I feel like it's easier to kind of like hit the gas or hit the brakes, whereas I feel like with shield drop we're like more committed to one speed coming down. But I will concede that like this keeps us safer from her coming forward because we are further back, which is a very valid argument. I don't think that I don't think that you'll lose the game like for doing either one, but I do think that I do agree that we could have like held our cards more. We could have held our cards, and we probably should have, given that we're both at 0.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's this will be like an easy one, but like, so we're about to dash jump forward. Cool. So that'll be us. So dash, and then it will be like short hop forward. And like, what came before this? Like dash dance?
Okay.
Yeah, dash dance. So like, yeah, like we're kind of operating here. So this will be. You know what? We're just gonna make this like. We're just gonna do it like this. So we're just gonna. You can do this self-focused too. Like what I like about this method is that like you don't even have to necessarily make it as complicated and watch their stuff. It can even be as simple as like dash dance instead of dash no short hop forward. We just do like 1, 2, 3, and then we just do like not this. We just do run off, like, or a shield drop. We'll go with the one that you suggested, because like I think that one, if you've suggested it, then I feel like it's more likely that you're going to do it. There we go. And like this gives us such a cleaner position going into the next fight, and we're aware of like what usually precipitates this. Okay. Talk to me about this up air choice.
The second up air or the first up air?
The second up air. The first up air was fine. That was perfectly reasonable.
I think I was just aiming for the single hit. Like the second hit up air. If I got like a little bit further, I think if I dashed like a little bit further, I can get that one. And then it's like kind of keep it juggle state.
That all makes sense. I have a slightly different play I want to suggest. Mm-hmm. What if we like full hop double jumped? Like what if we did a double jump setup so we're like hit it end with into back air or nair, so we're hitting her forward and like as we're landing on top platform.
Yeah, that works as well, actually. It's probably a little bit easier to cover afterwards too.
Yeah, because like you see what I mean? How we're like, because we're kind of like climbing the stage with our follow up, right? Mm-hmm. And then like we're both, yeah, so that's kind of like, that is kind of what I'm thinking here. Because like it also plays, and I know that this is kind of me cheating a little bit, air quotes, because I'm like playing off my knowledge that she has crazy smash DI. But like, you fought her enough, like you know that she does too. So like, what I'm thinking here is like, so like full hop here, double jump aerial here, double jump aerial here, and like the idea is that we're gonna land like landing here, and it's like probably back air or nair, probably back air, given her percent. But yeah, like, and then the idea is like climb with the combo. Do you ever think about doing that when you're like punishing, or are you more of like a get back to the ground ASAP kind of gal?
I think like when I'm punishing, my move choice is like largely determined about like the game state I kind of want to be in, or just whatever gets me like the most percent. Like with Sheik, it's like I kind of either alternate between getting her in the air for a shark, or getting her off stage. And it's like
Gotcha.
One of those two things. I don't really care about how much percent I get as much.
But you can see how playing for like setting yourself up to be closer to her after the fact, like, because we don't lose. Like the one thing I want to point out is like with the sharking suggestion that I have here, you see we don't lose anything by like being up at the end.
No,
like,
that makes sense.
Yeah, like we're still like we're playing for more damage, yes, but we're not like we haven't lost the ability to do like we haven't lost anything either. Okay, good. Like, ledge stuff. Okay, so I totally get the logic behind this drill. I would suggest, if you no, instead though, just shining her.
And it's drop shining.
Yeah. What do you think this drill works on?
I think it works on a lot of other characters. I actually don't think it works on Sheik at all, because all Sheiks can kind of just like comfortably rise with an aerial and beat it out.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think that what we want to make this would be like, I don't really know if we need to like do a full like directions on this, but I think that like upon grabbing the edge here, like I think it's around. It would be around here. It would be around here, I think. When she like goes past us. Yeah, like around here. Around here, I think we know that like yeah, we just shine her here every time. Shine, not dare.
Yeah, I think sometimes when I get in those scraps, I just need to be more comfortable waiting and like, not like hit confirming, but like confirming my option before I kind of just like choose one.
Yeah, so that, know what, like, let's actually make a note of that. So like we could also hold the edge for a second. No, can hold the, no, consider holding edge for a second. No, consider holding edge for a moment. For a moment. Because yeah, like we don't have to. We like that is your reaction window. Like I noticed that. Yeah, you like it's something I've been noticing with you too. Like you seem to jump the gun on a lot of things. Like before you may necessarily have to. Like here, like when you're engaging Sheik here, like on her landing, like. I'm not saying that this drill was bad, but I am saying that like we could have probably like scouted the situation a little bit further. Because like. Let's say we don't go in right away. Let's say we dash dance around here next to her, right? And we see that she goes for this for this shield. All of a sudden, we have so much easier of an interaction to work with because she's whatever she's doing, she's operating out of shield first, which means that like she can't dash jump aerial, she can't walk forward tilt, she can't like run cancel forward tilt. She has to wave dash or she has to jump before she does anything. So as long as we occupy this space over here, like we're golden. Makes offense so much easier when we know that the opponent has just like shot themselves in the foot in terms of where they can go. The shine is another great example of that. Like, because the thing is like you hit this nair. And I'm like, where do you realistically think you're hitting her from if she was, like, just wave landing on the platform?
Yeah, she'd probably just be nair up tilting and actually put a punish here.
Or, like, nair up smash, or nair down tilt, or nair grab, or, like, nair anything. Like, just anything but shine. Like, yeah, I would say that, like, we probably know around here... Like, we know here, like, we know based on how the characters were moving that, like, yeah, we could have absolutely... Because, like, this is another, like, quick one. This is another quick one. Like, she was basically moving from here to here, and we know that. So, like, this was her waveland. So this would be, like, her one. And then Yord going for short hop nair, 2. Like, 2. Short hop nair. On your 2. And then, like, you go for here is shine, on 3. And I'm saying, like, what do you think the best follow-up here is, realistically?
Probably, well, it's a 20, so, like, probably up tilt or down tilt.
Which ones do you think is easier?
I think down tilt's easiest. I think up tilt gets the most.
I will give you the option with both, because I am generous. But, like, yeah, like, we can clearly see that, like, we don't need to be shining here. I would actually say grabbing here is actually pretty nasty, because, like, so the reason I like grabbing here is, like, I feel like it's easy to get Sheik onto this side platform, when, like, if we up throw her, and then, like, given her percent, that's, like, a really good tech chase for us. So that's another thing to consider, because she's probably holding, like, to the left there, I think. And if she holds to the right and misses the top platform, I'm not exactly unhappy about that, so... I feel like she's going to wind up holding left or right for, like, the, for the follow-up. And if... In either case, I'm not unhappy. Oh, that was just a Metech input. I'm not gonna. We don't need to look at that one. That one's just like missed up smash. You're playing well here, though. I like this. Your rhythm in relation to her is really, really fucking good, and that's like really important with Sheik. I can tell you have experience in this matchup because of like how like that shield, like the choice to run up to a shield there was like phenomenal. That's like the type of shit that lets me know that you have experience in this matchup. I do think that you could stand to use the Moki a little bit more, because like this is another spot. Like this is basically the same spot that we looked at initially. Not initially, but like this is the same sort of like up tilt spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I would say that this is worth us taking. Yeah. So you up throw her, you miss this. So like after this full hop, when you land from this, I would say that like going for the up tilt here is like super, super powerful. Because yeah, you can see how like this is kind of a thing I stole from like watching Moki, and like it seems very, very good, because it's just like, yeah, we go like this, hua, into up tilt, because it baits the shield drop. It does a really good job of like kind of like calling out the shield drop.
Yeah, I should do that more often. I'm thinking about it, especially like at 25, I can probably get.
Oh, you just get the moon. You get like anything. Yeah. You just like, yo, you do a custom combo. You put in your next clip, and you're just like, I'm so smart. I'm so good at this. Because you are. Like, you just baited Zantia with like a massive punish. Yep, you're dead. I recognize that spot. I feel like she's gonna play like super lame now and just shield grab you and then like do a death combo. Yep, here we go. Yep. Oh, she let you. You got out. Oh, you went for the grab right away. No. Okay, this one was like, because she messed up with the jabs. This one was like kind of tricky. So fair enough. Great up tilt. Okay, hell yeah, let's go. Ooh, okay. So what happened here?
I think I just tried extending it into like an up. I just missed an up tilt. I really wanted to get the up tilt there.
I noticed we're lingering on her shield more than I'd like. I would really like to see more full hop back airs on some of these shield interactions to kind of like go around her like narrative shield. Like I know she hasn't really been representing narrative shield, but I think that like full hop descending back air could be something that could like give you a lot more power in some of these situations. Nicely done. Great call out. Alright, battlefield. What do you think of this level versus Sheik? I think this is her best level versus Fox, but I don't know, people tell me I'm crazy.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine for Fox, but it is her best. At least edge guarding wise.
I would agree with that. Like, I don't think Fox is bad on any level versus her. I just think that like,
no.
Yeah. Like that's one of the things that's good about him in this matchup. Up there, up there. Love it. What do we do with our sharking after this? You know, I think we're taking a little too long to get into position on this shark. What do you think?
Yeah. I should just be there.
Yeah, and I think I see the culprit. The thing is that like you don't want to interact. It looks like you're very determined to interact with her like with your back air, but like the reality is like I don't know if you necessarily need your back air so much as you need to be in position. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
I think if I just land her with an up air on her landing,
or even like naring her, like her hitbox is gone at this point.
Yeah.
Like we don't necessarily like. I don't think the direction. I feel like the direction doesn't really matter so much on like where she in this matchup, like for this kind of situation, so much as it's just being in the right place, because you can beat her. Like, I think that the key here is like the alignment we want is to be like closer to her. Like we want to be like here basically, like somewhere in this general vicinity. And as long as we like somewhere in like this kind of area, and as long as we're like here, as long as we're somewhere in this area with a hitbox out, not even there, like more like here. Like, this is, like, the goal area. And, like, Nair is fine. Like, Nair is fine. No, Nair is fine. Uer fine. Fine. Like, it doesn't really, like, the hit doesn't really matter as long as we get there, like, getting there sooner is getting there is the key, faster is the key. Because, yeah, like, the thing is, like, if you hit the Nair here, that just gives you an easier shine spike to jump to babysit with, because she doesn't get hit as far. Like, there's no, like, it isn't like, oh, I have to hit back air because that's the only thing that gives me, like, a decent follow-up. It's like, no, everything gives you a good follow-up. It's Sheik. Like, Sheik, and she's been knocked off balance. Like, the fuck is she gonna do to you? This is what I mean by, like, we're lingering on her shield too much, though. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think we could be? What do you think we could be doing instead, like with these pressure strings? Because I don't want to like. What do you like after this drill shine? What do you think we could like wave dash? What do you think we could be doing?
I could just grab. Just straight up. I think I could also just like wait for her to exit her shield and then like find a follow up there, like from a further distance. Even if I hold crouch here, her jumping out, I can just like react to it.
Yeah. So here's a thought. So this drill shine I like. I love this Nair to get back on the other side. What do you think about up tilting here?
Yeah, a single up tilt would be good because she just has to wave dash, like forward, and then I just get like her further into the corner.
Low key, I'm also thinking like this might just shield poker. Like if you look at like where up tilt starts. Like, if we imagine that...
Oh, yeah, it could. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would feel like... I kind of feel like low-key, like, up tilt here makes a ton of sense. Like, we just went through the effort of, like, pressuring her shield. Like, after this wave shine... So what was the pressure string? It was, like... we did, like, wave shine... So we did, like, drill shine... Drill, shine, wave dash, Nair, wave dash, Nair, and then what we're saying here is like, and then what you do is shine, but what we're saying here is like up tilt instead. Yeah. U tilt. Because yeah, like the alignment with like where like possible poke, like uses our percents effectively. Uses percent. Yeah, like it just like it kind of like works with the things we've set up like way more effectively than like going for their shine. Because like even if we get the shine, we have to hit confirm off it, and like that's hard. Whereas this is just like boom. Why are we shining here?
I don't know. That's just like my brain being weird. I don't know why. It's just an up tilt.
Okay, cool. I feel like we're noticing a theme. Like we need to like our powerful tool. We need like I feel like you the biggest things I'm noticing is just how little you up tilt and back air against her. And like I get the back air to some degree because Claire is like playing pretty heavily around it, like just proactively. So like the back air I kind of understand, but the up tilt is like she's giving us so many opportunities. And like I think we can see that. Oh, that's sneaky. That was sneaky of her. Take the free kill. Oh no! Oh, we're so dead. Why did she nair? Oh my god. That hurt my soul. But that's fine. See, this is the type of spot where I'd really want to be full hop back airing. Do you see why? Yeah. Okay, so you as the pro player, explain it back to me. Why am I leaning towards full hop back airing here?
Because, like, it's, like, not ultra committal, and, like, she's getting off her ledge dash, or she's trying to get off the corner and, like, move forward. And I can kind of just, like, wait with, like, either, like, a fast fall or no fast fall, and, like, just play an advantageous mix-up to just, like, send her off stage and do an edge guard.
Right, so, like, we're kind of, like, operating like this, basically. And this is, like, the fast fall / no fast fall zone. And, like, the thing is, there's, like, additional mix-ups with, like, landing on the platform, because then from the platform, if we're here, we can also do, like, additional mix-ups where we, like, short hop into fast fall, no fast fall. Because we have this platform to play with where we can also do all of this, like, in this kind of area, too. So then, like, the power of our back air, like, makes a ton of sense in this kind of context. Because it's not just, like, from this trajectory. It's, like, all of... Like, any spot we start from can be one of the trajectories for this kind of setup. And, like, there's tons of room for variation because you have the teeter cancel on the left side to work with. Like, you have so much to work with here. Dang, Sheik was able to crouch cancel that. That's slick. That's quite slick of her. Good recoveries. I really like how you're aiming like the slant of your up B at the side platform. It's good. Something I'm noticing is like I don't really see you trying to like contest some of her things with up smash that I think we can contest. Like that, those back airs, for example. So, like, granted, it would be really hard to know that that's coming. And, like, I see you were in landing lag there, but it's just, like, back air in general, like, when you're already close to her, I think is something that we could stand to be up smashing at more. Needle boost by her. She's so sneaky. She's so cool. Oh, she's just she's just doing her thing.
Oh, that she's just playing the game.
Claire! Just Claire, this is not... nobody is having fun when people do this. Thank you. Okay. Nothing really of note at the end there. This is kind of...
I thought the first 3 stocks were better to pull off of.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that's where we got most of our pull... That's where we did pull from. So... I just want to I want to ask you. So, like, you know, we have about 8 minutes left. How do you foresee this? Like, let's go over a little bit of what we kind of like, what you took away from those, and then like kind of decide how we can make use of the last 8 minutes. So, just as a general, so let me pass the ball to you. What are some of the things we noticed about your play when we went through it together? And yeah, what are some of the things you're excited to work on, kind of like from what we looked at here?
I think like. Definitely, like, move choice, but I think more broadly, or, like, more specifically, kind of waiting and kind of more confirming what I need to do, especially based off the position, is, like, something I want to do, and, like, kind of figure out, like, based on what, like, Sheik can do in that position, how I can kind of, like, get into a spot where I can get more of, like, an advantageous punish, or... more of an advantageous state to kind of just like get like more checkmate situations, because I feel like I almost like set myself up for more checkmate situations, but I kind of just like pick an option that is like not necessarily going to give me that.
Yeah. So one thing that I think might be good for us to take a look at is kind of like grab an exemplar of like some of these concepts in action. So let's actually grab the Riptide Losers Finals for a second. And, like, take a look at, like... Because I think that, like, using our full hop effectively is something that we're not really, like, using that well. Like, I think you're really good at, like, the short hop stuff, and I think you're really good at using your, like, ground... Like, short hop stuff and ground game, I think, are definitely, like, the areas that, like, you specialize in. Like, I kind of view Fox as having three main openers, like, which is, like, his dash/run, his short hop, and his full hop. And I think that you definitely like are strongest on the first two. I think that the full hop is an area where like we could be like stronger though. So like I want to see see if we can find out like any instances of Cody using his full hop effectively. So I think let me actually jump ahead to the Dreamland games, so that because I think we're gonna see more of that there on a stage where that has more verticality to it. Let's take a look. See. So what are you noticing about how Cody operates compared to how you operate?
He just like is trying to get behind Sheik as much as possible.
Yeah, that's really important. Why do you think that's important?
because she can kind of really only cover in front of her super well.
Like, her back air is insane, but, like, it is only just a back air.
Yeah, and if he's always just, like, threatening to get through her, it's just gonna make her, like, push back or, like, trying to have to use, like, some sort of undershoot option. And you can kind of just, like, beat through.
You know, honestly, this might even be where, like, some of my matchup knowledge is, like, somewhat outdated. But, because, like, I used to remember that, like, a lot of the role of, like, that kind of, like, setup being accomplished by Fox's full hop. But, like, with nowadays, right now, what I'm seeing is, like, that Cody's much more willing to just, like, kind of, like, run through her. And you know what? Maybe that's like a metagame shift. Maybe I just never really understood what he was doing with his full hop. Who knows? But we can see that there's like clearly some part of his goal is to like maneuver into the spots where she can't fight effectively from. And he's willing to like pull her into the middle of the stage to do it too. Like, he's not really going over to her.
Mm-hmm. I think that's interesting. I'm watching the spot where he did full hop, and it's like a lot of the time it's where he's already threatened aggression, and he's like kind of using the aggression as like a bait.
Yeah.
Lure them into an undershoot.
Yeah, because it's like she wants to swing at the aggression, but then he just kind of like goes around it. Yeah, this is exactly. And you see like that cross up, like he goes for the shield grab, but it's like it doesn't work out. It's so formulaic too, which is something that I think is like, I think that good Fox play should look formulaic to some degree. Like, I understand that he's a very play how you want him to kind of character, because of like how versatile and powerful his tools are. Like, totally reasonable. But I do think that like there is, because of like the risk reward being so slanted in favor of his opponent to some degree, like when it comes to just like how hard he can get, how brutally he can get murdered by certain characters, most good characters really, when he gets touched, I feel like there's a certain systematicness that's very difficult to avoid with him to some degree, because you have to at least be methodical about how you get in, if nothing else. And I feel like what we're seeing that from Cody, because it's like, it makes sense. Like, you need to be using methods of getting in that don't have a ton of variance, because the variance is generally going to favor the opponent. I also want to call attention to one thing that we just saw. So like this back here, I know this is not particularly groundbreaking, but I feel like when you have this kind of alignment and Sheik is facing towards you, this is quite good for Fox. Because, like, it's really her back air that's, like, the Achilles heel to his back air. But, like, if she's facing towards you, you don't really have to worry about that to the same degree. So, like, what Cody is doing is he's being very careful about pressuring her position based on what her stance is, so to speak. Whether she's facing forward or away. There's that up smash I was talking about, like, where it's, like, you can kind of, like, call it her, like, misspaced short hops when she's facing away with shit like that, because it's just like she kind of like wants to linger closer to the ground in order for her back air to cover that space. And like J-Mook is gonna win this game, but like I think that would you say that there's some value in like looking at this part of the game after just looking at yours?
Yeah, no, that makes sense a lot. I've been watching him a lot, and there's like some spots that I feel like I understand well. I think like some of the like more like where he's applying pressure, I feel like I kind of don't really understand, but I feel like you explained it pretty well.
Yeah. So what context have I added that's made this like more like digestible?
I think like the way that he scouts out options is kind of interesting, and he's kind of just able to like just see like, oh, let's see. Sorry, I was just watching that.
No, but here, I want to call attention to something. Look at how he moves in exactly the space that, like, I were saying that, like, because, like, he moves here, then jumps around, which is exactly following that, like, earlier diagram that we made that kind of, like, shows where Sheik's, like, at her most powerful. It's, like, just exactly, like, tracing the lines of it, like, with even more precision than I was suggesting you could do. Because it's, like, yeah, because, I mean, like, you know, he's, like, arguably... He's, like, the second best player in the world, and, like, a former best player in the world. So, like, obviously, yeah, his standards are probably going to be a little different. But, like, yeah, it's just, he's so ready to just, like, operate exactly on the exactly right, like, it's almost like an asymptote. It like approaches but never quite reaches the line. It's so sick.
Yeah. It's like he's never really guessing what to do. He's just like, I'm gonna play this spot that's really, really strong, and you're gonna have to like get through it almost.
Yeah! Exactly! Exactly! And that, to me, is like the essence of Fox. Because it's like, why would we have to guess as the best character in the entire game? Why would he ever have to do that? Like, we're the best character. We can just do, like, the onus is on, the burden is on them to figure it out. Not on us to figure it out. Because we're number one. We win this matchup. Unless that character's named Marth, and I'd argue Falco, but I get that's contentious. But like, unless it's basically maybe one and a half characters, we win this matchup. So like, make them feel that. Like that's what I get when I watch him. And I kind of get like echoes of that from watching you. And I think that like with what we kind of like, with what we're seeing here, what we're going over, like you're going to be way more equipped to start like applying that in more ways. And I think that can only do good for you. With that said though, we are at time. So I'm just going to cut the recording here. And